Well, that's another Crutchfield concept. They talk with their guys about like free traps, cheap traps, and expensive traps. So that's how we try to categorize it for our guys. Um, we like the coffin corner trap, but I tell my guys they decide, and a lot of it is based on scout and personnel. Um, there's certain guys we're not going to trap even if they're in the coffin corner. And some of our guys will trap it more often. Some guys not as much. I think it lends to our unpredictability. We just tell guys what good traps are, what we think solid traps are. Because early in the spring and summer when we were trying to introduce this, guys were just trying to trap the inbound pass every single time, no matter where it went. If it's coffin corner, if it's the middle of the floor, if it was the opposite corner, no angle to the closeout. So you have to kind of try to frame it. A lot of that's with film and whatnot. But I think the coffin corner, the ball side corner, I think that's if you can angle it right and get there quickly, close the trap down. I think that's a good opportunity for us. Even if they get out of the trap, there's so much room on the floor for us to recover that I think it's a low cost trap or a cheap trap. As opposed to when they're dribbling up the sideline and maybe if we run up, like we feel that's an expensive trap with the way the guys handle the ball and shoot the ball nowadays. So we try to categorize that for our guys. A lot of that comes from film, from teaching that way, both practice and game film. But I think as the season went on, we got good at trapping that coffin corner and teams started to try to avoid inbounding there, and then they try to throw over the top. So we got good at countering that. So I think it's constantly as the season progresses and you see how teams try to attack you once they have film, once they have scout, once they've seen how other teams try to break your press, it's constantly going back and forth trying to figure out ways to adapt, stay ahead of the curve. But that's one trap that we like a lot because I feel like it's low cost for us.